Question comes up, wait a second, jiu-jitsu in the street? That's ridiculous. Who's gonna, use jiu-jitsu in the street? You don't want to do that. Well, again, you listen to self-defense people and like, grappling, no good. There's a point there. But this is what it really boils down to. We have to realize there are dangerous to grapple situations and there are safe to grapple situations. That's how I categorize them. Dangerous to grapple, safe to grapple. A dangerous to grapple situation basically involves multiple opponents. You have a whole bunch of people around, not the time to grapple. A guy attacks or a few people attack at the same time, not the time to grapple. You may be on the ground already and you look and you see others coming, you better get out of there, right? You don't want to be in that situation. I have a good friend of mine. He was one of the first black belts in America in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he and his buddies hang out one day in the evening at his house, heard a commotion outside, went out in the street, and there's a fight going on. There's 4 guys against 1 guy. And so they went out to try to stop this. Well, suddenly it just breaks out. It's a melee. So my buddy goes in, very interesting. He grabs one guy and he goes, I locked up with him like this, like I was in a grappling tournament. Now my friend also did Muay Thai. He was good at Muay Thai and JKD. And he said finally his mind goes, what am I doing? He just moved in, took the guy down, mounted him, and being the nice guy that he is, he just controlled him from the mount. The guy in the bottom was yelling, get this guy off of me, get this guy off of me. Well, my friend didn't see it happen, but one of his buddies happened to look over as it was happening. Somebody went up and kicked him in the head, knocked him out. He was unconscious in the middle of the street on the concrete. And luckily for him, the guys just ran off. They didn't, stomp him or anything. So, see, that is not a safe to grapple situation. You have to realize with a multiple opponent like that, even if it's like, oh, I got this guy, you got that guy, well, maybe one of those guys is going to run over. So you have to realize that's dangerous to grapple multiple opponents. Okay, well, what's safe to grapple? Well, safe to grapple is maybe in an office, in your home, or anywhere where you can pretty much guarantee it's just you and the other person. No one else is jumping in. It even includes sometimes you see the things where someone will force a fight and you don't want to fight. They will force it and their friends are there and their friends make a little circle and now it's a fight. Well, guess what? In that situation, it's safe to grapple because you have those guys, even though they might be, quote, against you, just the way human nature is, they impose rules. And so if you kick the guy in the groin, no good, right? They're going to all jump on you. But if you take them down and grapple, you can possibly do that as a safe to grapple situation. In the end, you have to feel it yourself. So the point being here is there are times that happen, and all you have to do is look at YouTube, right? You see all kinds of things where people are grappling in the street. There are plenty of times where we have safe to grapple situations, and that is what this program is about. Is if you're in a safe to grapple situation, how do you need to change your priorities in your training in order to prevail when it's extremely, extremely dangerous?
Here is a safe to grapple situation out on the street, and look what they're doing. They are grappling. The guy in the white shirt is obviously trained. Guy on top, maybe he's trained too. He's doing some nice ground and pound, has a base, he's keeping him away, using his clothing against him. So watch it, everybody's just standing around, letting them go, even though they're in the middle of the street, making sure they don't get run over, and letting them grapple. Now look at this. This is really where MMA comes in handy. Guaranteed, if either one of them did an eye gouge, purposeful eye gouge, look at that guard. Look at that. He's working that thing. They would have jumped in and probably beat up the guy who did the foul tactic. But look at this. This is a long roll with strikes, and sometimes it happens. You can use your grappling in the street, and I suggest it is MMA oriented sometimes, and also add those street techniques. Here's an example of a safe to grapple situation to the extreme. Side control, the guy on the bottom is grabbing the head, as he shouldn't. All you BJJ fighters know. Guy on top realizes, hey, I've got a Von Flu choke right here, and he locks his hands up. No one's jumping in, nobody at all. They're in a park, whatever the deal is, it's just the two of them. The guy's got the Von Flu, base, pressure on the carotid, turning his weight to put all that weight on the carotid artery and close it off, and he's out. There you go. Safe to grapple scenario where you can use your BJJ.
Pain compliance versus physiological compliance. This is extremely important to understand. A lot of times in regular self-defense, where there's not actual resistance, people rely on pain compliance. That means where you make the person hurt so bad that they quit.